What's up, nail friends? Long time no see. I haven't been on YouTube for a little while. I took a little break and now I'm pregnant, if you didn't know. But I'm gonna try to get some more videos up for you guys as soon as possible. In today's video, we're gonna be doing gingerbread nails. That was my inspo, and then I'm gonna do a little bow and a 3D gingerbread man. So I wanted the colors to match that gingerbread house in the back, so I grabbed a few colors here, and I decided on two of these two here. I wanted some glitter in this set and not just gingerbread. My original idea was I really wanted to do some rose gold nails on myself, but I thought I would do something trendy for the holidays. So to start, I took off my last set. They were red. That's why there's a little bit of red acrylic left behind. And I'm just prepping my nails for a new set here. I'm going to be using tips because I don't know if you guys know this, but my son is now in preschool only a couple times a week. And that's when I am able to film. And so I only have 2.5 hours to get some work done. So I don't have time to sculpt my own nails. So I'm using some square tips. I've applied them with glue, let that all dry, and then I'm going to go in and apply just a clear base on everything, just so if I want to fill these, I can file down to that clear base and have less color left behind. And I also just find it easier to shape my tips when I have a clear base on. So right here, I'm just going in, pulling up my sidewalls, straightening my free edge, and then I can go in and apply some color. I decided to go in with a shimmery light nude color on two of the nails because those are the two nails I'm going to be doing 3D acrylic on. So these ones can just be plain and glittery shimmery nude. So I'm applying at the cuticle area first, patting that into place around the cuticle area, and then I'm going to pull the product down the nail and apply until I have full coverage on this nail. So I'm just patting and pulling this down, making sure not to touch the skin with monomer, and then dragging that down the tip. Then I'm applying some more in the center of the nail. I applied that a little too wet here, you can see, so it's moving really quickly. So you want to make sure that you remove some of the monomer on a paper towel before you apply, but I made it work here. Just worked really quickly, pulled that down. Still not enough product on, so I'm going to apply some more at the cuticle area. I did the exact same thing on my thumb, but I'm not showing my thumb because I used my thumb to film a short form content, like a reel. I did this video in 2x speed instead of in real time. I just wanted to see what you guys think of a little bit shorter video instead of a full 30-minute video. Anything that was kind of blurry or not in frame, I'd take out. So this nail, I am going to do a smile line. So I'm applying in the center of the nail and working on my smile line before anything else. Placing my bead, wiping off my brush, and pushing the product where I want it, and then I'm removing monomer from my brush to create my smile line. So I'm just patting into place, pulling the center down, cleaning off my brush, and then I'm going to work on my smile line. And when I'm wiping off my brush, I'm trying to form my brush into like a perfect flat brush so that I can create my smile line here. Pat, pat, swipe, 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 and then it's still taking a little bit to dry, so I'm wiping off my brush. Gonna come back and keep swiping that until I get my smile line the way I want it. I am also going to go in and file my smile line too, so it's nice and crisp before adding color. But I find that doing smile line nails take one of the longest things to do. So people are always like, just a quick French, and it's like, French is not quick. French takes a long time, especially acrylic French. So after I've got that bead down, I'm going to go in with my cuticle bead. I took a small bead here, flattening that and pushing that towards the cuticle area and trying to get into the sides. Don't touch the skin with monomer. And then I'm dragging that down to match that other bead. And then I'm just cleaning everything up, pulling that down, and going over my smile line again. So I'm going to go in and do some brown nails now. This one's really pretty shimmery brown. Just applying that on the bottom half of the nail, dragging it down. These shimmer colors are super, super easy to work with. Using my brush to pull it up and blend it. And then I'm just pulling the product down, trying to get full even coverage at the tip. Pat, 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 pat. Make sure you keep it square, if you know what I mean. So you're not pulling all the color off the corners of the tip, because I'm trying to keep these a nice square nail and not have the ends of the nail kind of, it's hard to explain, missing any product. So I'm also doing the same idea on the pinky. You can see that my nail looks like a funny color at the cuticle area. That's because my room is a little cold, so it crystallizes. Like your clear will crystallize when you do like your clear base. But I do have my heat on, so it is slowly warming up the room. So again, I'm just patting that into place, trying to get nice even coverage at the tip, and then I pull that up the nail. And now I can go in with some glitter. So I'm applying this down. This is a nice gingerbread color as well, but it has a lot of glitter in it, which is really, really what I wanted. I ended up really loving these nails though, and I'm still wearing them. So I also wanted to ask you guys, is there any other themed nails you want to see? I've already done a lot of Grinch stuff, so not Grinch, but what else would you guys want me to do for the holidays? Please let me know down in the comments, and I will try to get another themed nail set up. So I'm applying this color, pushing up towards the cuticle area, wiping off my brush, and then gently patting that into place and then dragging the color down the nail so that it blends. After that, I'm going in with a hand file. This is a fine hand file, and I'm just filing this smile line to try to make it really, really crisp before going in with color, because the crisper it is, the better it ends up looking. It kind of looks muted if you were to just apply like that. And I just prefer to do, oh, it's a medium file. I thought I had a fine file. This is the medium nail career education file. So anyways, I'm just going to clean that off, make sure it's nice and crisp. And then I'm going in with my color. So this one, again, I'm doing the exact same thing, but just on the tip. And then I'm going to apply the glitter up close and push it towards the smile line that I created, the smile line edge. So that's how that looks. Again, I'm applying a little bit more, especially on the corners. We don't want the corners to be missing any product. I'm sorry, it's a little blurry and I was a little out of frame, but I still wanted to show you guys this nail. I'll try to do better next time. Remember, it's been a couple months since I filmed, especially my own nails. So I got to get back into the routine of making sure I'm in frame and everything. So now I'm applying this. I'm not overlapping. Sometimes you can overlap the color and then file it, but I did want to encapsulate this and not do it that way. So if you were doing white, you could just apply this all over however you want. But because it's colored acrylic, I am going to apply it as neat and clean as possible and encapsulate everything. And then I'm taking my brush, cleaning that up to make sure it's not over top of the nude. So after I've done all the nails, we can encapsulate everything now. So I'm taking a clear bead here. I like to do the bottom half of my nails first when they're this long. I'm just applying that down, pulling that over the color, applying a bead near my cuticle area, pushing that towards, and then dragging that down, creating an apex, and getting full coverage. Like I said, make sure you have product on the tip as well, right there. I like to pat it a lot. This is how they look after they've all been encapsulated. And I am going to pinch this set. I do like to pinch my nails. I like a nice my C curve to get even better. So I'm just placing down my pinching tools, giving a little pinch, and then just letting it sit. And then I will just keep pinching all the nails until they are all fully pinched and dry. And then I can go ahead and finish file. For finish filing, I am using a carbide bit, just a really, really light debulk over the nails and the sides. I don't want to take off product. I'm just debulking to make it easier for hand filing. So a tip I like to give beginners is apply your acrylic like you don't own a file, you know? So apply it thin and perfect so that you have very minimal, well, as perfect as you can. You know, there's no such thing as perfect, but so you have very minimal finish filing to do at the end. Then I'm going to take a 150 grit file or 180. I can't see here which one I grabbed. And I'm just going to go over the whole nail, even it out, file it. This is how thick it is. Not very thick. You want credit card thickness. And then when I'm done filing all the nails by hand and I'm happy with the way they look, I'm going to go in with a buffer and buff everything to make it smooth, but not too smooth because you want your top coat to stick. After that, I'm going to brush everything off and cleanse the nails. And I'll show you guys how that looks and how thick they are. This is what they look like so far. And they are not very thick at all. So now I'm going to go in with my top coat. So the top coat I've been using and loving lately is the Nail Career Education top coat. It is so shiny. I love it. I got a package from Nail Career Education recently, and she had the top coat in there, and I really, really like it. So now I'm going in on top of my top coated nails that are dry with this gel. This gel cures shiny, so I don't need to top coat it. So I'm just going to apply like, you know, like drippy look, and then I'm going in with red and green sprinkles and just doing little lines of sprinkles on top. So I'm curing that. Now we're doing a little gingerbread man with the same color, the shimmery color. And this is my inspiration for my gingerbread man. So I'm doing a circle, trying to get that even, and then I'm going to flatten it out with my brush. And then I will create his little arm. So it's actually really easy. It's almost like drawing with your acrylic. Just placing that down, making his head bigger. I wanted to make sure it wasn't, you know, too small. So place that down, clean my brush. I'm using a 3D brush. The 3D brush I'm using is the one from Get Buff Nails. I really like that one. It's called the 3D Vil. Like, yeah, 3D Vil. So now I'm doing the little arms. Like I said, I painted that on, and then I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and then I'm going to take my brush and kind of move it where I want it and flatten it out and all that. And then I'm going to do his little body. I was also waiting on the phone here to talk to someone on telehealth. It was super annoying. So I'm like trying to do everything well on telehealth, because I said before that I only have a limited amount of time to do my nails, so I can't like waste it. So I'm like got the phone on my shoulder while trying to do this. So now I'm doing his little leggies. Super easy, like I said. Cleaning off my brush to push that in, making sure that I like the way it looks. I realized I didn't think his legs were long enough, so now I'm just gonna spread it out and make it his legs look a little longer, pushing in the crotch, and that's how that is. So I'm gonna leave that for a minute to dry, and then I'm going back to this finger, and I'm adding in my gel for my drippies and my, I guess it's frosting, my drippy frosting. My inspiration was this photo. I don't see a watermark, unfortunately, but basically this was my inspo for the drips, but I wanted them at the cuticle area instead, and I really liked the red and green sprinkles as well. So I'm just adding my sprinkles on this nail. I also will do the middle finger. Sorry if I go out of frame. Like I said, I haven't filmed my own nails in a couple months here, so I will get better. I promise. Sorry. On this nail, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but then I was like, wait, let's go. I don't want to cover up the smile line I just spent all that time making. So I did a half smile line on one side and did my little drippies. Thought that was really cute. And then I will do the same thing, but at the cuticle area as well. And then if you accidentally get any product in the wrong spot, like I did here, I just used my 3D brush. I cleaned it off, used my 3D brush, and was able to wipe that before curing it. So I'm just applying this. Again, this dries shiny and tack free. So I'm just cleaning that off with my 3D brush. Get that nice and clean. And then going to add in more. And now we can add our cute little sprinkles. Then I'm going to give that a cure as well and go back to my little gingerbread guy. And I'm just adding in his design. So I actually made that too thick. So again, I'm cleaning off my 3D brush, and I'm going to wipe anything I don't want before curing it, cleaning off my brush and fixing that right there. That was too thick. Cleaning all that off. And then I'm going to go back in with that and draw. The brushes I'm using to hand paint this is also from Get Buff Nails. I really like their little brushes. I'm doing his little buttons and his eyeballs. So one thing I wish I did was add pink cheeks. I thought that would be cute, but I didn't end up doing that. So in the photo of my inspo, he kind of had some like watercolor around him, but I decided to do the sprinkles around him. And I thought that ended up turning out really cute. So sprinkles and polka dots is what I did. And I also did something cute on my thumb. I'll make sure to show you guys what that was. A 3D bone. I did it in the corner here so you guys can see. Adding drips to that as well. And this is how they turned out. So this is them inside lighting. I thought they turned out so cute. I love them. I've already gotten loads of compliments on these. And Teddy actually really likes them, which is nice. He didn't like my last set, so he likes these ones. I think they turned out really cute. And then I'll show you guys again how thick they are. Not very thick. So sometimes when people are watching videos, they ask, how thick are they? And I'm like, oh shoot, I should show that. Not thick when you have a C-curve. They just look thick while you're applying, but they're not. And this is what they look like in outside lighting. Super, super cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you comment below what you want me to do next. Love you guys. Bye.